Caregiving can feel overwhelming and at times isolating. If you're caring for someone with Alzheimer's or another form of dementia, you're carrying a lot. You don't have to do it alone. There is help, there are resources, and there is hope. This is GutPunched, Alzheimer's and Caregivers.
I've been gut punched by the weight of that call. I've been gut punched when you don't know me at all. I've been gut punched.
Greetings and welcome. This is GutPunched, Alzheimer's and Caregivers, the not-so-sexy podcast, episode 118. Hello, caregivers. I hope you're remembering to take a little time for yourselves. It's important, not only for your health and your sanity, but because when you do get a little downtime, you'll probably have more energy and maybe a little more patience for your loved one. I'm your host, Jeff Edwards, and I'm happy to have you along today. If you live in a state that has had or is having primary elections, are you tired of all those ads yet? Ours is done, but the amount of junk mail, spam emails, texts, and phone calls was beyond the pale. And it seems like the political ads just get nastier as time goes on. Of course, the break is only temporary. We still have the federal elections in November to look forward to. Sometimes, all that negativity gets a little depressing. So for today's episode, I wanted to do something positive. I want to introduce you to a small organization doing some pretty big things for a great cause. Do you remember that old children's story, The Little Engine That Could? Well, this story reminds me a little bit of that. It's positive, it's uplifting, and I have a very personal appreciation for the work this organization does in our community. In fact, they helped me tremendously when I walked through their doors the day after my wife was diagnosed with Alzheimer's. That was 8.5 years ago. And if you've listened to even a few episodes of GutPunched, you've probably heard me mention their name from time to time. My guest today is the CEO of the organization, and we've spoken with her before. What makes this such a good story is that they just keep moving forward. They're growing their staff, they're expanding their facilities, they're reaching more caregivers and families, and through all that growth, they continue doing what they did for me 8.5 years ago. They provide education, resources, support, and hope. When I first went to them, I didn't know what this journey was going to look like. They helped give me some of the tools and education I needed to begin facing this insidious disease we call Alzheimer's. And maybe, most importantly, they gave me hope. To me, that truly is hope without hype. I'm talking about the Dubin Center, located in Fort Myers, and now serving the Sarasota area as well. Our guest is Christine LaConte, CEO of the Dubin Center. Christine will share some of the organization's successes, how they've grown, some of the challenges they've overcome, and where they hope to go from here. And the best part? No spam texts, no junk emails, no nasty political ads. Just a good story about good people doing good things. Today on GutPunched, this one is an all-positive story. And later in the program, we'll check in with Dr. John Huffaker for another edition of What's New with Alzheimer's. Now, this week's question will be about the fluctuation of the stages with someone with Alzheimer's. Are you ready? Let's get started. We're proud to be supported by Neuropsychiatric Research Center, a clinical trial center dedicated to advancing research and treatment for memory loss and Alzheimer's disease. And the fine people at Heart, Body, and Mind Home Care, nationally acclaimed, award-winning, your best choice for home care. Live younger today. Learn how you can activate your stem cells for health and vitality. Check them out online at liveyoungertoday.com. And a brand new one, Zachariah Fry, estate planning and elder law attorneys. What do I do now? You can find him at zachfrylaw.com. If you're new here, our 5 tenets or rules are the backbone of what we do, and they're easy to learn. Number 1, you must take care of yourself, because if something happens to you, who is going to take care of your loved one? Number 2, you can't do this alone. You need help. Find a good caregiver group. Number 3, make a list of people, friends, relatives, or coworkers who have offered to help, then actually call them. Number 4, create a help signal. Identify a cue or phrase to confirm your loved one is comfortable with receiving help from someone else. Number 5, caregiving. Love it or hate it. It will be your life until it's not. So give it your all. Coming up next, our conversation with Christine LaConte, CEO of the Dubin Center.
We'll be right back to Gut Punched, Alzheimer's and Caregivers.
Every day, I talk with people who say, I don't feel as sharp as I used to. My energy is low. My memory worries me. Hi, I'm Peggy Sealfon, board-certified health coach and caregiver. I share patented science-backed technology supporting your body's natural repair, helping improve sleep, cognition, and vitality. Learn more at liveyoungertoday.com. liveyoungertoday.com.
This is Gut Punched, Alzheimer's and Caregivers.
A little background on our guest today, Christine LaConte. She's the Executive Chief Officer, CEO of the Dubin Center. Now, Christine joined the Dubin Center in July of 2024, bringing a wealth of experience and a deep commitment to community service. She holds a master's degree in social impact and organizational leadership and has dedicated her career to enhancing the quality of life in Southwest Florida. With a background in prevention, advocacy, and dementia-related disorders, Christine is passionate about making every moment matter for those she serves. I'm on the phone with Christine LaConte from the Dubin Center in Fort Myers, Florida. Hi, Christine. How are you doing today?
I am well, Jeff. Thank you for having me on today.
Well, you know, it's hard to believe that it's been almost a year since we last spoke. And I think this makes, about 2 times we've had a conversation?
Yeah, 2 or 3, but the time goes by quick nowadays.
I know it does. And you and the Dubin Center have really been busy since we last spoke. And there's been some pretty exciting changes. I'm going to repeat a question that I asked from last year. You shared your vision for the Dubin Center, where you were at the time and where you hope to go in the future. Now, we're just about 1 year later. How did you do?
Well, my vision then was to provide respite during all of our programming. And we are getting close. We added 1 more social worker to our team in Fort Myers. This is Hannah, who completed her internship with us from FGCU. And we also have a wonderful team of volunteers from Wild Blue Charitable Neighbors. And these additions have certainly helped, but we are always making adjustments as the center continues to grow.
What was the biggest change? I think what I've noticed, the biggest change was the move to a new location. Now, it's not far from where you were, but considerably larger, and it's really nicely done. I noticed there's a real comfortable, calming feeling when you walk in, and I like that. What was the story?
Oh, thank you.
What's the story behind the move?
Yeah, we were outgrowing our space pretty quickly and having to limit our program attendance, which is not a nice thing to do when you're trying to help people in the community. And the moral of the story is that doesn't feel so good, so we needed to make the move. We are very close to the previous building, but we have an additional 1,000 square feet more space to work with, not to mention additional parking, which makes everyone happy.
The facility obviously allows you to do more than you couldn't do before, right?
Absolutely. And we own this building as well. And a lot of your listeners helped to make that happen. So thank you very much.
That's really good. Now, you've also expanded your efforts into Sarasota County, which seems like a pretty significant step. And how was that going for you?
It's been a very open, warm welcome. by individuals that work in city and government areas within Sarasota and Manatee as well. They're very happy to have us in the area, and we just are excited to be able to serve more families and to fulfill the need that's out there.
How did you decide to go to Sarasota? What prompted that?
Well, we had received a phone call one day from the Lieberman family in Sarasota letting us know that they were in fact family members of Zelda Dubin, and they wanted to visit our center. They had just found out about it and the impact we were making here, and they wanted to continue Zelda's legacy by supporting an expansion into the Sarasota and Manatee area. And like I said, we've just been really well received. The VA, we're working with them and the library system, and Youthful Aging Home Care has some space that we're borrowing from them. Sarasota Bay Club is a new corporate partner of ours. That's an independent living community. And then doing some work with the Ross Camp Institute and other organizations like the Senior Friendship Centers. So because of those relationships, we're able to really reach people where they are. And we're looking forward to having our space similar to what we have in Fort Myers, all in good time.
And where is it located in that area?
So we are located right off of 41, just pretty close to the Sarasota Memorial Hospital.
Okay. And we'll talk about that more later. You can give out some information on that for us.
Sure.
Now, you've been doing a lot more to get the Dubin Center into the community. And the event that always stood out to me was having the floating Edison pageant of light. Are you planning to do that again? And what other community events or outreach efforts do you have planned for the rest of this year and into next year?
Yes, we will be back in the Edison Festival of Lights Grand Parade again in 2027. That seems to be something everyone enjoys. And we're also going to be hosting our third backyard game day sponsored by Cypress at Home. And that's held at Bay Street Yard. That's downtown in Fort Myers. And that's a really fun tournament style type of competition of games like ping pong and bag toss and Jenga. It's becoming a community favorite for sure. So you guys won't want to miss that.
There you go. I've missed it twice, and I am going to try to get there this year. There's always something seems to pop up, but I said, I've got to go to that because everybody talks about it afterwards and how much fun it was.
It is. We could all have fun in our lives too.
You got that right. With the larger facility and the growth of the Dubin Center, what new programs or services are you offering? Is there anything new that caregivers or families listening to us right now might not know about?
We've continued expanding opportunities like our memory catchers and our Out and About program. And this is where caregivers and their loved ones can participate together. So those programs are important because dementia can become very isolating, not just for the person living with dementia, but for the caregivers as well. And we want families to know that life doesn't stop with a diagnosis. There are still opportunities to connect, laugh, socialize, and make meaningful memories together. They're a lot of fun.
You know, we've talked before about how important it is for families to know that the resources like the Dubin Center are available. Are you seeing more people coming through the door, or are they emailing you or calling you? What are you seeing with that?
Absolutely. We are seeing more families. And I think the numbers really tell that story well. In 2025 alone, we served more than 900 individual caregivers. And that's not a one-time situation. That 900 came to us, or we interacted with them over 4,000 times. So we're really working with these individual caregivers to serve various needs. So to me, that says two things. First, the need is tremendous. There are so many families in our community navigating Alzheimer's disease and other forms of dementia. But I also think it means awareness is growing. More people are hearing about the Dubin Center, like you mentioned, physicians, community partners, friends, word of mouth, neighbors and other families who have used our services. And that's incredibly important because one of the biggest challenges we've always had is reaching people early enough. Families often struggle on their own for a long time before asking for help, and we really want to change that. My message is don't wait for a crisis. If you're starting to notice changes, if you've just received a diagnosis, or even if you're simply wondering what the next step should be, call us. Our services are available at no cost, and we're able to help families navigate this journey.
That's an excellent point. I've come across this a lot lately with people that I'm talking to, and even some of the guests and doctors that I've talked to, is that if you notice something, do it now. Don't wait. There's so many things you have to do as quickly as you can. And it may also affect what kind of treatment you get on the backside as far as what resources are available to you. If you just sit and wait and say, well, I'll wait till it's really bad, that's not a good thing.
Right.
Challenges. What kind of challenges do you see in the future as far as growth and progress?
Well, the expansion, that's always a challenge, but we're definitely up for it. And it's fun meeting new people. But doing what we've been doing in Lee County for so long, for 3 decades, and trying to build that trust and the relationships with everyone in a new area so that we can meet the need there, that's definitely a challenge. Also space, even in Lee County, since our building is much bigger, we're able to serve more people at the same time, but that need continues to grow. So I think space is always going to be a continued challenge that we have, programs and other types of support that families need. We may not even know what that is just yet, but we're working with great community partners to help those types of situations so that everyone can be prepared.
Right.
We have a great working relationship with the Sheriff's Department. They're able to print out resources and with a press of a button, send a referral over to us. And
Wow.
That's been really a tremendous win for us.
Well, we want to congratulate you and everyone at the Dubin Center on what has obviously been a very busy and productive year. And thank you so much for spending some time with us again. We really appreciate it. Well, let's see. Is there anything we haven't talked about today, something I may have overlooked or that you'd like our caregivers and families to know?
Well, I think the one thing I want every caregiver listening to know is that you don't have to wait until you're overwhelmed to ask for help. Dementia can make your world feel smaller very quickly, and caregivers sometimes feel like they just have to figure everything out themselves, and you don't. So call us, come see us, ask the question you think you're supposed to already know the answer to. There is no judgment here. And also, I want families to remember that a diagnosis of dementia doesn't mean there aren't still meaningful moments ahead. There can still be laughter, connection, outings, friendships, and really good days. And that's what we want the Dubin Center to be. A place that helps families handle the difficult parts of this journey while also making room for the moments that still matter.
Very good. Now, give us some information on how they can contact you if they're up in the Sarasota area.
Well, we are serving Sarasota and Manatee counties. Like I mentioned, we're right off of 41, close to the hospital. Our contact information, our website itself is dubincentersarasota.com. And our email is dubincentersarasota.com. And our address is 2650 South Tamiami Trail, and that's Suite 1, Sarasota. And our phone number is 941-275-2941. Open Monday through Friday from 9 to 4.
And locally, the Dubin Center in Fort Myers is?
12511 World Plaza Lane, unit number 50. And we're right off of Brantley. And our phone number there is 239-437-3007. DubinCenter.com.
Thank you once again. Christine? We're coming back with What's New with Alzheimer's with Dr. John Huffaker.
We'll be right back to Gut Punched, Alzheimer's and Caregivers.
Heart, body, and mind, home care. Heart, body, and mind, home care. Your best choice for home care.
You know, one of the biggest mistakes caregivers make is thinking that they have to do everything themselves. The doctor's appointments, the medications, the meals, the laundry, the endless list of things that need to get done. The truth is, asking for help isn't giving up. It's being smart. At Heart, Body, and Mind Home Care, they're here to provide the extra support, companionship, and care that can make life easier for both you and your loved one. Because sometimes the best thing you can do for someone you love is let someone help you. Heart, Body, and Mind Home Care.
Heart, body, and mind, home care.
Heart, body, and mind, home care.
Your best choice for home care.
This is GutPunched, Alzheimer's and Caregivers. What's new in Alzheimer's with John Huffaker.
And now we hear from Michelle in Arizona. And she says, my grandmother has Alzheimer's. They say stage 3. Some days she's good, some days she's not. Now, someone told me that they can fluctuate through a stage. Why does that happen? And how do we know when she's going to stay in a particular stage?
You know, Michelle, this is also another great question. We get this a lot because you have to think, if you look into the stages of Alzheimer's, they're really very subjectively based on how somebody is performing cognitively for the most part. So like on a stage 3, of having some mild impairment, somebody can have better days and worse days. Stage 3, you start to see that more frequently because honestly, the brain just gets tired. Things that can happen throughout the day, that you can get like a brain fatigue or emotional stress. And sometimes there's even physical triggers that just can tire out the brain or tire the person out. And then you can see a little fluctuation or worsening of that. And that kind of happens as the progression of the disease. It will continue to happen in some of the later stages just because it's a little more exhausting of what they're going through, and they're triggered by probably some things that normally in the past they weren't. The other thing is, it doesn't mean we are always going to be sitting in this particular stage. It's why it gets a little bit trickier. You probably see this if you deal with a family member, a loved one. Some days are definitely better than worse than others. It just gets, we're like that normally without having Alzheimer's, but once you have Alzheimer's or dementia on board, I think you can notice those good days and bad days just get more pronounced, and that's a typical progression of the disease.
Thank you, John. When we come back, something on the walk to end Alzheimer's.
We'll be right back to GutPunched, Alzheimer's and Caregivers.
Your memories are precious. The people you love, the moments you cherish, the life you've lived. At Neuropsychiatric Research Center, we believe your brain deserves the very best care. If you're 50 or older, we invite you to a free memory screening event designed to give you clarity, hope, and valuable insight into your cognitive health. This test has the potential to identify Alzheimer's-related changes earlier than ever, in giving people more time, more understanding, and more ways to prepare. By taking just a few minutes for a confidential memory check, it can help you establish a baseline, give you a peace of mind, and connect you to research that may change lives, including your own. Neuropsychiatric Research Center, 14271 Metropolis Avenue, Fort Myers. Take the first step towards protecting your brain for yourself and the people who love you. Visit nprc-southwestflorida.com or call 239-939-7777 to schedule your free memory screening today. The p-tau 217 blood test is available only to participants who meet eligibility criteria.
This is GutPunched, Alzheimer's and Caregivers.
There is growing evidence that healthy habits like walking can help protect your brain for years to come. Now is the perfect time to rally your coworkers, friends, and family to start a Walk to End Alzheimer's team. Held annually in more than 600 communities nationwide, Walk to End Alzheimer's is the world's largest event to raise awareness and funds for Alzheimer's care, support, and research. How to participate. Number 1, register for your local walk. Start or join a team and invite others to walk with you. Number 2, start fundraising and sharing. The Alzheimer's Association makes it easy with tools like Facebook fundraisers, their ALC fundraising app, and more. Number 3, join us on Walk Day. Come together for an inspiring community event that celebrates our commitment to ending the disease. You can go to alz.org, look for Walk to End, go to the bottom of the page. There you can search by zip code or by state, then hit the orange search button. Find the location of the walk nearest you. It's easy. Don't wait till it's too late. Walks in the Southwest Florida area, October 3rd in St. Petersburg, October 10th, Sun City Center, October 24th, Fort Myers, Florida, and November 14th, Naples, Florida, also in Sarasota. Next, we'll take a look at our resources.
We'll be right back to GutPunched, Alzheimer's and Caregivers.
Okay, this is a short message from the Intermezzo Choir. This season features beloved favorites including Fly Me to the Moon and Moon River, along with a collection of uplifting songs that celebrate friendship, memories, and the power of music. The Intermezzo Choir is a welcoming community choir designed to support individuals living with Alzheimer's disease and other forms of dementia alongside their care partners. Through music, they create meaningful connections and encourage social engagement and celebrate every voice. Now, rehearsals begin Thursday, September 3rd from 10 to 11:30 a.m. at the Covenant Presbyterian Church at 2439 McGregor Boulevard, Fort Myers, Florida. Now, volunteers are needed. Volunteer singers are an essential part of the Intermezzo Choir experience, singing side by side with our members to provide encouragement and support. If you'd like to become part of this inspiring community, please join them for their volunteer sign-up meeting. And that's Thursday, August 27th, 10 a.m. at the Covenant Presbyterian Church, 2439 McGregor Boulevard, Fort Myers, Florida. Now, whether you're joining as a singer, a care partner, or volunteer, they'd love to welcome you for another unforgettable season. Come sing with them as they journey over the moon. You can register online at https://mastersingersfm.com/programs/intermezzo-choir/. It's a lot of backslashes. Check out their website. I'm pretty sure it's going to be there for you.
This is GutPunched, Alzheimer's and Caregivers.
Our resources are very important. If you're not sure where to turn or how to connect, we're here to help bring you trusted resources. We have the Dubin Center at dubincenter.com, Neuropsychiatric Research Center, and you can find them at nprc-swfl.com, Heart, Body, and Mind Home Care at hbmhomecare.com, the Alzheimer's Support Network at https://support.network. And to find your local chapter of the Alzheimer's Association, you can visit their website at alz.org or call their toll-free hotline at 1-800-272-3900. They also offer an outstanding resource called Dementia Care Navigation, powered by Ripple and the Alzheimer's Association. It provides free, personalized dementia care, including a dedicated care navigator and tailored resources for caregivers and people living with dementia. You can get connected by calling 855-271-2662. You take the first step. Right Focus, you can call 800-437-2423 or email them at info@brightfocus.org. Their fax number is 301-258-9454. And the Guide Program, another excellent resource that provides help and respite care, and it's free. You can search for it online or visit Dr. Perry's HealthSpan partners at healthspanswfl.com. And then there is Aquilane Clinical Research at aquilaneresearch.com. And we have a couple of new resources that we're adding. This is our first of this kind of resource and a very important one. Zachariah Fry, Estate Planning and Elder Law Attorneys. And you can find him at ZACFREYlaw.com. That's ZachFryLaw.com. And then there is Lee Health. Get memory care near you. You can check them out at leehealth.org/our-services/memory-care. Tailored to offer comprehensive support and assistance to those living with memory loss conditions. And the Alzheimer's Foundation of America. Their helpline is 866-232-8484 or alzfdn.org, or text them at 646-586-5283. And we hope this helps. We'll add more as we come across them. Our website is gutpunched.com, and the email address is gutpunchedac@outlook.com or jeff@gutpunched.com. And thank you to each and every one of you who has taken the time out of your busy, often stressful day as a caregiver to listen to our podcast. We truly appreciate you being here. We like to think of this podcast as hope without hype. Whenever you need resources, information, or simply a reminder that you're not alone, we're here for you. If today's episode gave you something new to think about, or even just a little more hope, hold on to it, embrace it, let it encourage you on your caregiving journey. Thanks so much for joining us. God bless.
This has been Gut Punched, Alzheimer's and Caregivers, with your host, Jeff Edwards. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to us on all the platforms, like Spotify, Apple, Pandora, Podbean, and more. If you have a question or want to get in touch with us, our email is gutpunchedac@outlook.com or jeff@gutpunched.com. Caregivers, you don't have to do this alone.
I've been gut punched by the weight of that call. I've been gut punched when you don't know me at all. I've been gut punched as your memories fade away. Yeah, I've been gut punched. I wish there was another way. When the doctor says the truth, no cure waiting on the other side, just time we're gonna lose. But I won't run from what's ahead, I won't let you fall apart. Even when your mind lets go, you still have my heart. I've always been for you. I know it's not your fault. It's this disease we fight, but you're still my everything that will never change in life. I've been gut punched. Yeah, it cuts me to my soul. I've been gut punched, watching pieces of you go. I've been gut punched, but I won't let you face this alone. Even when you're lost in the dark, you still have a home. From our God above, still the best part of my life. Through the worst of all these days, I'm still grateful you're my wife. We didn't choose this road we're on, but I choose you every day. Through every broken memory, I'm not walking away. Nothing feels the same. I'll be your memory, your voice calling out your name. I've been gut punched, but love don't fade away. I've been gut punched, still I'm choosing you each day. Through the silence not a single one. I still choose you. You're still the one. You're still the one. You're still